Chapter 6 Speak and Span. Be still, said Jack. Jack and Annie stood frozen as an elephant stepped out of the shadows. It waded into the pond and dipped its trunk into the water. Oh, wow, said Annie. Jack breathed a sigh of relief. An elephant wasn't enough to chase them and eat them. Still, the elephant was huge. Let's sneak away, said Jack. But I want to watch, said Jack. Fine, said Jack. He was tired of Annie getting sidetracked. I'm going to solve the riddle by myself. I'll meet you back at the treehouse. He turned to go. A spray of water rained down on him. It came from behind. He shouted with surprise and looked back. An elephant's trunk was pointed straight at Annie. Cool, she cried. He's getting me a shower. The elephant sprayed her again, then again. The mud slowly rolled off her face, her braids, her t-shirt, her shorts, her legs, and her sneakers. I guess the elephant doesn't like dirty kids, said Annie, laughing. Her eyes were squeezed shut. Finally, she was crying and soaking wet. Now it's your turn, she said to Jack. Jack stepped forward and shut his eyes tight. A blast of water hit him. It did feel like a shower, a strong shower. When Jack was clean, the elephant let out a grunt. Then he started to splash himself with water. Thanks, said Annie. Yeah, thanks, said Jack. I speak and span now, said Annie. When the sun dries me off, I'll be like new. Good, said Jack. Now we can get serious. He picked up his heavy pack. We have to figure out the answer to the riddle so we can leave this place before we run into real trouble. She looked around nervously. Where are lions? She wondered. A small bird flitted near his head. Hi, Annie said to the bird. Jack turned back to her. According to the riddle, we are looking for something gold and sweet. What do you want? Annie asked the bird. The bird twittered and flew around Jack and Annie. His feathers were dull gray, but he had a bright, happy manner. And listen to me, not the bird, said Jack. The bird kept flittering around them. She's trying to tell us something, said Annie. Jack let out a long sigh. You are driving me crazy today, he said. But I feel like she needs our help, said Annie. Maybe her babies fell out of the nest. Annie, you can't save every animals in Africa, said Jack. This bird is important, said Annie. Trust me. The bird darted toward the trees. It landed on a branch and cocked its head at them. She says, follow, said Annie. The bird headed into the forest. Annie started after it. Don't go in there, said Jack. You might run into... There's no need to finish. The bird and Annie had disappeared into the trees. A snake or a lion, Jack said to himself. Come on, Annie called. Jack moaned. He pulled on his pack and ran. The peanut butter jar thumped against his back. Chapter 7 Hi there. The forest was cooler than the sunny plains. It was filled with shadows and bird calls. Where are you? Jack shouted. Here, said Annie. He found her in a thick, gilded bright rays slimmed between the trees, green leaves, and vines swayed in the dapple light. The little gray bird sat in a tree, twinkling at them. "Yuck, what's that?" said Annie. She pointed at a round brown thing hanging from a low branch. "Bees buzz around it. If that's her nest, it's a pretty weird nest," said Annie. "That's not a nest," said Jack. "It's a beehive. Don't you see the bees?" "Yikes," said Annie. She stepped back from the tree. But the little bird darted at the beehive and pecked at it. "What you doing?" said Annie. The bird kept pecking at the hive. "I don't know. Maybe she was not as you," said Jack. "Look her up in the book," said Annie. See if it says she's nuts." "Are you kidding?" said Jack. "That naughty bird isn't going to be in this book. Just look." Jack opened his Africa book. He kept turning the pages just as he thought. There's no gray bird in the book. "Forget it," he said. "Keep looking," said Annie. Jack turned one more page, and it was a little gray bird, a beehive, and a tall panting warrior with a spear. "I don't believe this," said Jack. Then he read aloud. "The bird is called a honey guide. It's both a friend and a helper to the Maasai people in African table known for their feast-fighting skills and bravery." "Hi, honey guide," Annie called to the bird. "I know you are important." Jack kept reading. "The honey guide leads a Maasai tamed person to a beehive. The bird waits for him or her, scatter the bees, and take the honey. The bird feasts on the honeycomb." "That's cool," said Jack. "They work together like zebras and wildebeests and gazelles." "Yeah," said Annie. "And she wants us to be her helpers. We have to scatter the bees and leave her the honeycomb." "How do we do that?" said Jack. He looked back at the book. It didn't say how. "Well, maybe we could wave those weeds at them," said Annie. She pointed to some bright green plants that looked like giant fans. Jack put his book and backpack down. He and Annie pulled up the weeds. They waved them near the tree, and the bees scattered. Next, Jack grabbed the tree branch and jiggled at it. The hive fell to the ground and broke open. Annie stepped and stuck her finger into the golden honeycomb. "Yummy," she said when she tasted the honey. "Try it." Jack stuck his finger in the honeycomb, too. He licked off the golden honey. It was the sweetest honey he had ever tasted. "Now the honey guy can get to a honeycomb," said Annie. "Yeah, but she better hurry before the bees come back," said Jack. "It's weird," said Annie. "Honey's so sweet and good, but to get it, you have to pass a lot of dangerous bees." "Oh, man," whispered Jack. "That's it." "That's what?" asked Jack. Said Morgan's riddle. "And the color of gold and the sweet as can be. But beware of the danger is all around me. What am I?" "I got it," Annie whispered. "Honey." "Honey," said Jack, nodding and smiling. "That's it." "Honey," said Jack, nodding and smiling. "That's it. We have answered Morgan's riddle. Let's go home." He stood up to leave. He gasped. Standing in the shadows was a tall man with a spear and a curved sword hanging from his belt. His face was painted in fierce bright colors. Jack knew at once what he was, a Maasai warrior. Hi there, and you said in a small voice.